Good evening, everyone. Welcome. How's everyone doing? Pretty good. Thumbs up. Okay, I like it. Me as well. So I'm Jackson. I'm the host. I am also the organizer of AI User Group. This is AI for marketers. Thanks for being here. Just a few announcements before we get started. AI User Group, if this is your first time or you're not familiar, we're a community of professionals interested in learning about the latest AI tools and how to apply them. So what are they and how do we use them? That's what we're focused on here. And we have 3 professional fields we focus on: marketing, design, and software development. This is AI for marketers. Next week we'll have AI for designers, and the week after that, AI for developers. We'll take a week off and we'll repeat the whole sequence again. So that's what we're doing. We're also organizing an annual conference. We have the venue booked. It's over 3 days, so we have a day for marketing, design, software dev 2024, January 29, 30, and 31st. This is the venue. It's about 5 blocks from here. It's called the Hibernia. It's 4 floors. That's the main hall, so we'll have a bunch of presentations there. We'll also have 3 workshop rooms, so at any given time, you could be in a workshop or watching presentations like you're seeing tonight on the main stage. So we're actively booking speakers. I have 30 speakers up on the website now. And in fact, if you want to grab that QR code, it's rather small, but I have a bigger one on the next slide of the same thing. It takes you to aiuserconference.com. And we have a little bit of a challenge going on here. If you go to the website and then using LinkedIn, tell us which speaker you're most excited about and why, and make a post. And the post with the most engagement by tomorrow will win a free ticket to the conference. So check that out, do it. And submission deadline is midnight tonight. So take a look at our speaker list and we'll get you a free ticket. There is a discount code for a conference ticket, and you can jump on that here as well. So take a look. Okay, don't be shy. If you want to present here at any given time, or just chat with me, email me. That's my email address. It's probably the same email address I used to email you tonight for RSVP. If you know anyone interested in presenting, or you yourself would like to present, please do contact me. We have AI tool creators, but also users. So we like having community presenters too. So by all means, just reach out and we'll chat. What else? These events are live on the meetup page and also our website. So take a look at those and you can register for those. All the speakers are listed. So see if it's interesting content and just come on by. So take a look. What else? Tonight's agenda. First we'll hear from Raghav, then we'll hear from Sofiia, then we'll hear from Donovan. At 8 o'clock, we'll come up here and just have 5 minutes of open mic. For the LinkedIn live stream audience as well. And for you guys, this will kick off networking, 5 minutes of open mic, 60-second pitches, and we'll have pizza after that. By the way, hello LinkedIn live audience, forgot to say hello, thank you. And doors close at 8:50. The Spaces staff stays here to accommodate the event, so let's respect that if we can. Without further delay, our first speaker, RS Raghavan, also known as Raghav. He's the co-founder and CEO of Animaker. The title of his talk is Effortlessly Generate Visually Stunning Content. Effortlessly Generate Visually Stunning Videos in Minutes. I can read sometimes. And 2-second delay here as the HDMI switches over. Good. Or not, in fact.
Disconnect and connect.
No, let's leave it. Okay.
Perfect.
Look at that.
Good. Thank you, Johnson. So, welcome, guys. I'm Raghav, founder and CEO of Animaker. So, I want to start with simple questions. So, how many of you guys are marketers here? Okay, pretty much number. So, all of you guys create content part of your profession? How many of you guys create contents like videos, animation, visuals, presentation part of your profession? Oh, that's cool. That's almost half of it. So for the remaining half of it, so I'm gonna show you the demo. So I was kidding. So it's all about like how you're gonna create contents within minutes using AI, using Steve AI. So I'm gonna show you some really quick AI stuff here. With that, I wanna start with what is like how Steve AI works. Right? So Steve AI works like you feed a text and it automatically generates animation and videos for you. It's that simple. When you say text, It can be text, voice, blog, a link, blog link, a PowerPoint, a tweet, any forms of textual or audio content. The engine will read and converts into audios and videos and animations. So I'm trying to, I know there are a few people I met here, like technical people I also want to touch upon. We have 3 different engines, like NLP engine, probably some of you guys know, it's like natural language processing engine. We have search and visual engine, which reads the text and search for the relative assets and videos and then stitch it together. And we have a separate design engine. So to make it even simple, if some of you guys are sitting and creating animation videos, there are a lot of moving pieces, right? Text effects, font, music, like transition, voiceover. There are a lot of things you need to really stitch it together to create a simple presentation or videos or anything. So here I'm going to show you how AI can easily create all of that, but still there are a lot of creativity you can also throw part of this. Okay, so before getting into the demo part of it, I'll quickly show you what we have done so far in terms of awards and achievements. So these are the quick stuff, but I'll give you some highlights. This year, like 2 weeks before, we won the AI Application of the Year award for Steve AI, which is pretty sweet in Austin. And last year, like almost during the time of launch, we won Most Innovative AI Solution of 2022. And we have 3 US patents granted for Steve AI, which means that we have started this project way before ChatGPT was a hit. So it's a lot of efforts and a lot of research went into this project. So for our customers, quickly, marketers, as you could see, there are big names, but we work with a lot of interesting marketing companies like HubSpot, Salesforce as well. But there are a lot of startup companies, content creators run on top of our engines. Okay, so I know Steve AI can create a lot of things. These are some highlights. Like you can create a whole social media calendar, like 90-day social media calendar on top of Steve AI. You can create a lot of video tutorials. So we have seen use cases like thousands of e-commerce products have been automated in terms of from Steve AI to generate videos. I can go on. But here in this session, okay, let's skip the benefits part of it. In this session, I'm going to quickly talk only about how you can convert one video. I'm going to show you a script and how you can generate a video. So these are some of our top features which we are creating, and most of the things are live, and these are the top use cases. Say if you're a podcaster, if you have audio, you can upload to Steve AI and generate a video out of it. And if you guys want to create social media reels, or if you guys want to create Instagram stuff, everything can be created on top of Steve AI as well. So let's jump into the demo. I have talked enough on the presentation side of it. Let's move on to this. So this is our website. It's a pretty simple website, like you can look. It's a freemium tool. Anyone can sign up and start using it, so it's not going to be rocket science how to sign up and stuff like that. Once you signed up, once you are in the dashboard, this is how the dashboard looks like. As you could see, these are like different use cases, like text to video, text to animation, like you can feed a blog and you can generate a video. These are different combinations I can go on. So in this case, I'm going to show you how to convert 2 cases I'm going to show. One is text to animation, another one is text to video. Let me start with text to animation. I can just click. Okay. Say some of you guys don't know how to create or generate script from scratch. You guys can always use ChatGPT, which I have already generated one and copy pasted it. So basically you can feed a prompt which demands a script, and you can copy that. This is not a, okay. This page is not the prompting place. This is more like you did a prompt and you have a script in place which you exactly want to create a video where you can just copy paste it. As you could saw, like the moment I copy pasted a script, it automatically converts each of my line, depends on the content. It splits into different scenes, like how much text I can show in a particular scene and stuff like that. It automatically splits into different scenes, like scene 1 to scene 8. And this is simple, like I can select, oh, I don't like this particular line, I can edit it, improve it, and stuff like that. Or you want to add something in between, you can add and you can type it. This looks like a simple editor to start with. Right, so as you could see, I can also say, for example, I want to change this particular word to a different word, or I want to highlight this. Everything can be done. Whatever you do here will be reflected in your end videos as well. I'm going to show you how easy it is going to be. And once you copy paste the script and once you started feeding the content, then what you should do is like this section will tell you what is the context of the video. Why we need the context of video? I usually joke like, say for example, if you say, I love babies, right? It can be of two different content. NLP can understand, it can be for like a boy telling to a girl, or it can be like real baby. So the context makes a lot of sense the moment you attach a keyword or a word for a script. So this script is all about marketing. So I'm going to attach the context as marketing. I'm going to create an animation video, which is already selected. Next, I'm going to show you a live video. Source, fine. I'm not going to add a voiceover for animation. Maybe next, I'm going to add a voiceover and show you. Then I can click next. Right? So these are different themes of animation videos. Maybe I like this one. Right? I'm going to click. Guys, the moment I click, the AI is going to start creating videos. You're going to count. So usually when I started my career, it took 4 to 5 weeks to create a video like this. And then after DIY, all this presentation templates and stuff like that, it becomes like 4 to 5 hours. Now we're going to see how much time we're going to create an animation video like this. Now, stitching videos, animation, picking music, all stuffs are happening at the back. Hope my internet won't fail me. Okay, here you go. Good. So the videos are generated now. It's pretty quick. As you could see, all the scenes are generated based on the script. It's an animation style, simple presentation style. The more you feed the different kinds of combination, you can play with it. Say, for example, I don't like this color. I want to change the color, right? So once I said, like, once the video is generated, some of you guys like started thinking, oh, I don't like this piece. I don't like the color. I don't like the font, which means that Steve AI comes with basic editor in place. You can always change it. AI will give you like 95% accurate or whatever you want, but still you can entirely change whatever you want. You can play with it. So here I'm going to show you how to change the overall color, like theme. I'll pick something like this. Oh, it's too much yellow, so something like this. All right? So now I applied for one scene. I want to apply for all the scenes with the same. Just click of a button. See? All the scenes have been changed to a particular theme or particular color you want. It's pretty sweet. And say, for example, even after generation, you want to change, oh, I don't want this advanced. I want to type it something else. Maybe true analytics at your fingertips. I can still apply it. And here it goes. And you can also edit whatever you want. Say, for example, first slide, I don't like it. So, for example, this is so small. I want to select this and swap with different properties. We have one of the world's largest collection of animation and characters and libraries, which means that you can play with whatever different designs you can play with it. So for example, maybe I like this better. I can zoom it and place it wherever you want. Basically, it can work like a simple editor as well. And you can also play with the layout. For example, if the moment I click the layout, so the AI will tell you different forms of presenting the same layout, which means, okay, I don't like this, I can go with this model, and still you can edit whatever you want, right? So you can edit the text, you can edit the color, you can change or swap the images and graphics, and that's it. So how many of you guys really want to see the video, the end video? So I'm going to quickly play and show you guys. No.
I didn't know you were playing audio.
Oh, okay.
We can do it.
Okay. I could have told you.
Ready? Let's restart it.
Oh, okay. Good, good. So it's a simple short video, like an explainer video of marketing content. But yeah, that's it. So once I like the video, so the moment you like the video, you can just go with it. Or if you want, say, I don't like the music. So you can see the music button, I can click, and we have more than 30,000 different music combination, which I had to pick something, okay. Okay, I'll pick this. It was right. So I can hit publish. So the moment you hit publish, so this video will be like, you can download in like 5-10 minutes. The whole video will be rendered and you can download and start using it. So this is more like an animation video. Whatever I showed you is like text to animation. Now I'm gonna quickly show you how you can create a like B-roll, like a live video of like real people moving around, stuff like that. So that's more of like text to video. I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna copy this same script. And I'm gonna pick the same context. But this time, instead of animation, the live video is selected. And I'm gonna pick sources as like all. Like there are different sources. We have Getty, we have our own collections. There are different collections which you can use to generate this video. But this time I'm gonna also add a voiceover to my video. The moment you click the voiceover, you have a lot of different combination. I saw this new Madonna accent. I want to add that, and I'm going to generate the voice. Now the voice is also generated for the video. In the end video, you're going to see the whole video played along with the voiceover. Now I'm going to click next. As you could see, the live video comes with square, vertical, horizontal, different combinations for your platforms. Like if you want to throw it in Instagram, you can pick a square video or a vertical video. I'll stick with the horizontal videos, just the usual videos. I'm going to pick this particular theme. Same, the AI is now generating a video at the back. It's kind of understanding the script and everything, but it's pretty quick, less than 10 seconds. Hope this time. Oh yeah, it loads. Perfect. So yeah, so the video is generated. This is more like a B-roll videos. Like, oh yeah, it is taken from Getty assets and our own collections to generate this. And same rules, like you can check each scenes and you think, oh, okay, these scenes are good. You can play with it. But the moment you think, okay, for this scene, the background is not that great. I want to change to a different content. I can always click this. I can hit swap video. I can pick something. So this is already loaded with the relevant content which matches with the particular scene, right? So I'm gonna pick something like this, for example. Okay, so, and one more example I can show you is like, say for example, I don't want to use Getty assets or Getty videos or any of the collections. I want to upload my own images and photos. Some of you guys are part of like product teams. You guys have your own photos, videos. You want to upload that. You can still do with it by clicking a swap video. You can have an upload option where you can upload. So I have already uploaded one graphics. I'm going to pick that and add it. Right, so now it is kind of the whole text and the background is hindering. So I'm going to change to a different layout, which shows a better visual of my background. So I'm gonna pick this. This looks cool to me. So, and as you guys could see, this comes with basic editing as well. So the moment you see this, I can also trim the video. Okay, whatever it got trimmed is not good enough. I want to change. Whatever AI has done is not good enough. I want to change it. You can still play with very basic editing to improve from here. Right, so, and as I said, like you can change the colors. So as you guys could see, there are trim option, scale option, basic filters, basic adjustments of any videos, images can be also done within the editor itself without any delay. And as I said, like you can change the colors of text and graphics as well. So as I said, this is not a huge demo. I'm not going to show a lot of screens. There are only 2 screens. One is to feed the text, another screen is to generate the video, that's it, and few controls to generate the video. Right, I know some of you guys are like professionals who created videos. I know I was a professional video creator, I'll tell you. Even after like 3-4 years, I still don't know where is my button in Adobe Control to make the curve of my circle or things like that. But this is pretty sweet. AI in that way is pretty sweet, but still you can play with it and improve from wherever you're standing. Right, hit publish, the video will be ready. But this time I'm gonna hit full screen and show you how the video comes out. But it also comes with the voice.
Elevate your social media marketing prowess. Design made easy. Find templates, create magic, and resize in a snap. Collaborate with your team members effortlessly. Schedule like a pro to multiple platforms with a click of a button. Advanced analytics at your fingertips. Measure success with ease. Take your online presence to the next level. Contact us for more details.
Good, good. So that's it. You can hit download and the video will get downloaded. Meanwhile, I can answer some of your questions.
Let's do Q&A. Any questions from the audience for Raghav? Awesome. Let me pass you this remote mic. And if you can just do me a favor, when you're done asking the question, pass it to the next person for me, or back to me. And actually, just please stand so LinkedIn can see you as well. Why not?
Hi. Yep. My name is Elena. It's a really interesting presentation. And the question from my side, is it possible to use like my voice example?
Yeah, you can. You
Okay,
can.
that's great.
Okay. Yes, you can. So you can, in a dashboard, you can have this. You want me to repeat the question? Or is it? Oh, yeah, okay.
Sure.
Okay, so the question is like, can I use my own voice to generate the video? In the dashboard, as I showed you, there's audio to video option where you can record your voice with any device. You can take it as an MP3 file, upload it, and the video will be generated on top of your voice. Even you can also dub your own voice. Once the video is generated, now I want to match with my voice, we have option to record matching with your screen. You can see the screen and talk, and it will be recorded. Both ways, you can either feed in the front or you can feed at the last. Perfect, thank you.
Hi, I'm Justin, video photo producer. What's the breakdown when you're sourcing all these clips from different sources, whether it's Getty, Shutterstock, Pond5?
Yeah.
Does that automated? Because I imagine you don't want to actually open up Shutterstock or Pond5. How does that play out? I imagine it's funny, I'm looking at this video and it's like, okay, what's the bill for that video on stock, you know? So if you could break that down.
Oh,
that
that's a
would be
very
great.
interesting question. So one thing I can be damn sure is like it's much cheaper. The kind of collaboration we have with Getty and others is pretty cheap because it comes with inbuilt licenses, which means that it is integrated with Getty predominantly, which means that most of the credits, whatever you are trying to create videos, will be included in your package. You don't need to purchase anything extra from Getty or anyone, which is sweet. But if you're overboarding, obviously there will be charges, depends on it. But most of the time, 99% of our customers who are using our collection is pretty much sufficient enough, I would say, with whatever we are giving.
So all those video clips are included with whatever pricing structure?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and I don't have to deal with those other companies?
No,
Okay.
nothing.
Okay, great,
So
thank
it's
you.
all inbuilt, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Next question. Let's pass the mic back. Thanks very much.
So I actually have a question. So Mihail, co-founder of Storia, I think this is a really cool demo. One question that I have is, so a lot of it seems to be like kind of stock photos or stock kind of templates and even color schemes. I'm wondering if you could talk a little about what kind of marketers find the most value in this, because from my understanding, a lot of marketers tend to really care about on-brand type of considerations, where it's really personalized to their particular style, whereas it seems like a lot of this is really just what you see is what you get out of the box.
Yeah, maybe I'll repeat your question, correct me if I understood. So this is more like a B-roll videos, but you're talking about, can I upload my own videos, or can I upload my own photos and images and generate something? Is it what you're trying to ask?
Yeah, or just talk about like the kind of folks that provide the most value from this, or color schemes, yeah, or font styles. I mean, a lot of this is, you have this very impressive collection of assets and design tools and things like that that come out of the box. But I expect that sometimes people want to tweak things to really get it the way they like it.
Oh yeah. So I mean, as I said, like this is more comes with a basic editor in place in Steve AI, which means that whatever basic things you can do, like improving a font, improving a color, improving any sort of design can be done. But one thing I see this is like when I started creating contents, the biggest mistake I do is like, I have a white background, I have a very light gray text, which nobody can read. Like, there are a lot of design principles. By default, AI takes care. But yeah, if you are good in design, if you want, have your own color models, absolutely you can change it and improve it. But you can also import this to we have a huge, powerful editor called Animaker. Whatever you see here in Steve AI can be imported there, and you can do a very detailed customization, just like any professional video creators can do. But this is more for marketers, like, oh, I have a script, I have a content, I want to quickly create something and post it in Reels. This is pretty sweet. Thank you.
I guess my question was kind of similar to yours. Thinking about how granular of feedback can you give? Particularly, I was thinking in terms of like the animated graphics. So not just in terms of, company branding considerations, but you had the figure walking in profile at one point. Like if I wanted to say, she kind of had halting strides. I want kind of a more fluid strides or something. Like how specific can you get in the kind of image feedback that you give to the system in terms of tailoring it?
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. So for example, I'll pick a character. Hopefully you have seen, I think I'll repeat the question also. So what he's asking, like say, assume that you saw a character, how detailed I can go? Like how much customization I can do? There is so much customization can do. Definitely it's not a professional tool like, oh, okay, I want to take a hand and I want to change it to a little wider and things like that can be possible. But I want to change this comes with the avatar builder, which means that like you can change a different eye, you can change to a different shape of a face. You can try to create so much customization, but these are like pre-builds. If you guys know Bitmoji, it's more like, yeah, I have standard like 8 to 10 eye combination, which you can play with it to generate the video. It's not that you're going to create the eye from scratch. That is very different. So there are so much customization you can do to create, but not very detailed. Like, okay, I want to have a, maybe you can think of like dark eyebrow versus light eyebrow, but not a different eyebrow, I would say, yeah.
Any other questions for Raghav on Steve AI? Let's pass the mic forward. If you guys could help me out with this. Oh, thanks. Thanks very much.
Really impressive tool. I'm curious what features you're looking forward to adding in the future.
A lot, I'll tell you. This tool was out in less than 12 months. It's already hit 1 million users. There is so much demand for this, which means that it has been dragged in different directions in terms of need. Obviously, we are coming with something called PowerPoint to video, where you can you have a PowerPoint, you can feed it. It will automatically read the whole textuals, contents, designs, and convert into a video, an animation. And we are also launching something called Talking Head. It's more like a newscaster style of videos where someone like an avatar character which stands in front of a camera and talk with a perfect lip sync. Just like I'm sitting and standing, and sitting and talking. You can create a video like that. There are a lot of things which is coming on. Yeah. These are the two things which I got excited, to be honest. Yes.
Raghav.
Okay.
Similar question. Not similar to the last question, but we've had a similar question, but it's from the LinkedIn audience. Are there any copyright issues for using this tool? I think it was somewhat asked regarding Getty images and so on, but just generally speaking, are there any copyright issues?
No, because this is not randomly picked from Google search. So almost every content, until you upload any copyright content part of your upload, we can't control it. But anything what we provide are 100% copyrighted. Basic like music, animation, photos, images, videos, everything is copyrighted. You can feel free to use it. I'm damn sure you're not going to end up having any copyright issue for sure.
Awesome. Okay. Well, let's give Raghav. Well, it has to be the quickest question that's ever been asked. But let's get you. If it's a good question, let's hear it. So.
Are there any plans to be able to export those videos into your video editor of choice, and it's all chunked out? If I want to just granularly, on like Premiere or DaVinci Resolve or whatever, is you guys thinking of doing that?
Oh, that's a very good question. We have a competing tool called Animaker, which exactly do that. So you can import this TVAI into Animaker, which is a tool called animaker.com, where you can literally customize each piece of it to generate it. But it's a good suggestion. We'll also check it out if you can play with any Adobe tools to edit this content further. So that's a good suggestion. Thank you.
That was a great question. Thanks very much. We got to keep moving. Raghav is going to be here during networking at 8. So sorry we couldn't get to everyone. So let's hit him up during networking because I'm sure we have a lot more questions for him. In the meantime, let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, next up is Sofiia Shvets. She's the co-founder and CEO of Claid and Let's Enhance. The title of her talk is AI-powered image transformation, elevate your marketing materials in seconds. So, without further delay, let us hear from Sofiia.
Awesome. Yeah, I will zoom in. We've been instructed. Okay. Hi, guys. My name is Sofiia. I'm the CEO of Claid AI. And we are a generative AI company that does product photography. We started 5 years ago with first technology to improve photo quality and been building computer vision tools since then. Visuals are the key components for conversions, for the way how we sell. So today I'm going to show you, I don't have slides, and I will show you a quick demo of all the tools that we have that you can start using in your work, like even today. Okay. Okay, so as I said, we started 5 years ago, and we started with the photo editing suite. So we noticed two cases that for marketers, sometimes you just don't have visuals that are looking good, that are good enough. So today I will show you how to fix the originals that you might have, or maybe that's the only thing that you have, with a bunch of tools that can resize photos, fix colors, fix lights, fix quality, and then we will move to the how to create new visuals. So let me, I will show some extreme case. Because we noticed that sometimes marketers just need to work with what they have. Sometimes images are blurry, looking dull, looking ugly. So we've all been there. So we have a suite of tools that can fix it, and we can combine them in different workflows to get the result. The first one, we start with quality enhancement. We have different networks that can fix basically fixed quality of image. We usually recommend to combine it with decompress, because if the image is something that you just downloaded from Instagram or from WhatsApp, all those images been compressed, so they lost quality. And we try to recover that. We have different networks. Smart Enhance is usually like default option, but if you have images with text, use Smart Resize, because all this teeny tiny text needs to be recovered in a little bit different way. So first we will try to recover image. Then we can resize it. We can just improve the quality just to X, or if we have specific requirements that the image needs to be like, I don't know, 4,000 pixel wide, we can specify it here that we want it to be 4,000 pixel wide. A lot of images lack light or are not looking very attractive, so we have a separate AI that fixes light and analyzes where the light needs to be recovered. You can also adjust it a little bit, like add a little bit of contrast, add a little bit of saturation, something similar that what you would normally do in Photoshop. It's not AI, it's very basic algorithm, but it kind of completes AI in a very nice way. Also we have the possibility to remove backgrounds. In this image, we don't need to remove backgrounds, but if you have like a product image, You can remove background and it will just place it on white. Then you can start working from then later. And if you have a product image, we have a possibility to specify that, like, I want 10% of white space around my product, so my product takes like the max of the canvas. We can do that as well. And let's click Start Processing. Okay, what's happened? Oh, sorry, I did a mistake here. Pixels 2000, because it can kind of decrease the image. So be careful about the requirements that you specify. Okay, perfect. So if we zoom in, we can see that the image got much, much, much better. It's lighter. Colors got adjusted a little bit. We are not trying to get like crazy bright colors out of that, trying to keep that original, but like that's something that we can use and work and use in our work. If you want to automate this, we also have an API. Some customers, larger e-commerce customers, use it at scale. So this is actually just the copy of the request. So we actually every month we automate 4 or 5 million images. We added 4 or 5 million images. So if you have a large batch, you can copy all the settings and automate them, and it will be done very, very fast. It's usually like a few seconds per image. So that's how the editing works. I encourage you to play with your images, but the main goal is to get like nice quality result that we can work with and we can take further. So let's move to the next part. So this year was the year of generative AI, and we actually started working on generative AI last year when the Dolly was launched. We were playing with it a lot, but like we were not seeing a very nice good case. But we found the problem that even when we have like bright, cool images on white, we still need to do marketing content all the time. Like same products needs to be launched for ads, for campaigns. So shooting is super expensive. It takes time. So that's what we actually try to solve here. So we always start with the first step. When we upload the product, if you have transparent PNGs, that's the best. We need a transparent background to start with. That's our entry point. And then we can start and move the product around the canvas. Typically, we recommend that the product takes at least 50% of the space, so it's visible, it's right in the center, and you can take it from there. And we have multiple ways how you can create new content for your product. So the first one is freeform or custom or prompt only. You've probably seen it if you played with Midjourney or Dolly. That's literally describing the background with words. Generative AI evolves really fast, but like that's the skill that all of us we need to acquire is prompting. We need to be able to talk to these systems to get the result that we need. The magic formula for describing the backgrounds and like getting good consistent result is product, action, placements, surroundings. So in my multiple hours of testing, the best formula that I found is describing the product and something like professional photo of a product. You don't need to name the product. Like AI understands that this layer that you uploaded is the product. The professional photo of a product or an object, and then you need to specify what it's doing, standing, lying, on, off, at some action. Let's say we have honey jar, standing, and then I can imagine the picture that I would like to get. Let's say standing on a rock. If it's honey, maybe I want some flowers, like white flowers around sunshine. You can also describe something like bouquet, close-up shot. Like bouquet actually creates like this beautiful depths that we love. It's like try to imitate the DSLR camera effect. But yeah, the more concrete you are, the better you will get the results. But actually, in my tests, some abstract combinations like a product standing in the Halloween theme was working pretty well, because like definitely I makes up stuff, but like if you want something abstract or something in like party theme or Halloween theme or Christmas theme, you will get this. There is a lot of context. So if you all the images are different, they are never the same. You will never get the same image with the same prompt. They will be similar, but like we usually generate like 4 results. So you can choose from, if you're not happy, you can generate once again. In this custom mode, I usually recommend to generate like at least a few times, so you will get enough results to choose from. When you get the result that you like, you can resize it to the sizes that you need. Let's say it's Instagram story, and you can reuse the same image for different formats. It's like, we've noticed that people spend a lot of time prompting and playing, and then they were like, oh, but like I would like this image in all the ratios, because I really, really like this shadow, or really, really like this part. If you're not happy, we can always regenerate again, and we will get the result that we would like to get. It's always a little bit different. So that's how it works in the custom format. And definitely it's all about the quality of prompting and just the number of trials. But we've got a lot of requests of, what if I have some brand guidelines? What if I want more control? What if I have like more complex scenes or complex angles? Especially if you want to generate products that like product is lying on something. It's a bit tricky for AI in this custom mode. So we started working and we launched templates that work as a guidance for our AI and allow it to generate in much more precise manner. So the templates work the way that we upload some reference image with some details or something minimalistic, and basically AI generates new results, but like copies the shapes. So if you want the product standing on something, it will copy the shape of that scene, but like might introduce the new elements or completely but the product will be standing where you placed it. We can customize our templates by prompt, and we need to take into consideration that we give a reference, but like you can add some details, and you can also add color. So that would give enough context that, hey, I want my scenes to be like light color or dark color. The only thing that colors should match something that you describe. If you describe night, don't use white color. Use something like dark blue or purple, so it makes sense to what you're trying to describe. If you have the colors that are specific to the brand, you can always upload the concrete hex code and save it. So then you can reuse it, and these colors will be in your account. Yeah, and let's click generate. Actually, I just picked some random color. I don't know if it will look nice. But yeah, let's see how it works. Okay, cool. So as you can see, we placed the product on the rock. The product is still there. There were some like jungles around that. So these jungles can be a little bit different plants, but they are still there. So we get much better result if we give a little bit more context to our AI system. Then the result is very, very consistent. Nothing else pops up there. They are not in the weird shapes. And we have a whole library here that was created by the team, minimal platforms. We have rooms, because it's very hard to generate rooms without references. We have interiors, we have rooms. And we just launched the possibility to upload your own scenes. So let's say you have a client that you need to agree on, like just approve everything. So you can use scenes like this. This is just the Shutterstock scene that you can buy copyrighted possibilities, and you can upload it here in the system. Sorry, I will zoom out. And yeah, we just cut the center of that. But then you can place your product, you have your scene as a reference, and you can specify that it would be, I don't know, light wood kitchen. So if you upload kitchen, don't expect it to be bathroom. But yeah, but you can change the design of the kitchen, colors of the kitchen, and yeah, and like you can use the same scene and the same templates for many colors, many different references, and they all will be a little bit different. We're actually working on the feature that you can completely reuse the scene, and just I selected this yellow color, so try to use more natural colors. They will get better, more realistic results. But yeah, we are working on the feature that you can upload the scene and we can paste the products there, just generate a little bit of shadow and a little bit of light. And in that way, you will be totally fine and totally safe, and you don't need to Photoshop stuff. It will be done automatically. Okay, so that's how it works. That's how we create new visuals for the products, and I think I can answer some questions.
Okay, let's do some Q&A. Where's that remote mic at? Who was the last person to use the remote mic? Okay, in the meantime, please stand. You can use this.
Hey, thank you. Great presentation. Twofold. Do you have an API for the AI photo shoot portion, and how does it handle apparel and human models?
Great questions. Yeah, we do have API for photo shoot option. However, in the current version, like if people want to integrate this functionality, they need to build UI around that. Because like the way how it works, without digging into too much into tech details, is that you need to send coordinates of the products and the scene. So like it's hard to do without UI. But yeah, we have the API. And like we have the API for basically every steps that you've seen here. Everything is included. Yeah, we first launched on API, then we built UI around that. So yeah, we do have it. Regarding humans are tricky. If you try to generate, our general recommendation: do not generate humans because they look creepy for real. Like even if they have 5 fingers, they still look creepy. We are working on that. Even if you use hands and as templates. Something about skin color, and I don't know. I didn't approve that, so we didn't launch this. The only way that we know how we can consistently generate humans is if you have a product like jeans or some clothes, and you need it on the human. There is a way to fine-tune a model. Like you need to feed 5, 6, 10 images of that jeans to get all the details, and then we'll be generating in humans. We are still testing this, so we are actually talking to a bunch of apparel companies. So if you work with clothes, let's talk. Like I will not be selling you something, like, but because I don't have anything. But like I would like to understand the use case better, because that's a very, very hard and interesting case simultaneously.
Hi. So many years ago, I worked for a print publisher, and we collected advertisements in a print publication, and it was a nightmare because no one gave us resolutions that would work in print. And
Yes.
for that first example,
Yes.
how does that look in print? Because it looks like you might have solved that problem. It looks like it would come out looking okay.
Actually, you just described our first business case. When we started, printing was the first companies we started collaborating with, because if you print the image, definitely I've showed you extreme case, but it will look very, very low res. So printing needs it. They use our API to fix photo books, to fix something that people send them. Definitely the resolution eventually gets better. Like last iPhone is 48 megapixel, but like megapixels are not equal quality in many cases. So yeah, we do work with printing. It's spot on case.
Hi, I'm Stefan. Thank you for your presentation. You've shown here use cases where you are trying to generate the background and
Yeah.
placing the product. I have a bit of an opposite problem in that I have a scene and I'm trying to ideate. Think like I have a scene and I'm trying to ideate on dresses, or I'm trying to ideate on bottle shapes. And so are there situations or constraints that I could put to do the opposite, where I give you a scene and you generate an object?
I need to take a look. Like it's hard to tell. Like the question was about if you can give a scene and generate the object within the scene. I would say No, I don't know. Like, I need to take a look. What exactly the use case?
Okay, fair.
Any other questions for Sofiia? Cool. Can you guys help me pass this?
Hi, I'm Do. I used to work for like an architecture company, but can you upload like a 3D model and then like, for like better perspective or, are you guys working on that?
This is one of the directions that we are exploring. Currently, we work with 2D images. 3D images are easier, to be honest. Like, you can do more with 3D stuff. 2D is harder. So currently, we don't support that, but like that's something that we are actively exploring if we need that, because like many of our customers, they do not have 3D. So we started with 2D, but yeah, that's something that we might launch as a next step for us.
Sofiia, Dhruv Patel, hello Dhruv. He would like to know if you're willing to share active users, revenue, year-over-year growth, if you're willing to share any of that information. That's from Dhruv.
I think maybe I can share it personally to him.
Fair enough. Let's take the next question for Sofiia.
Hi, I'm John. Just wondering if you've any features to allow recommendations on scale. So I'm looking at this honey jar and it looks absolutely giant on that kitchen counter. So can you give like feedback on realistic scale for where you place the product in the room?
Realistic scale regarding other objects?
No,
or?
In relation to other objects in the photograph, just to give the user some feedback on your product now looks giant in this room and is unrealistic to the consumer.
So scale is a interesting problem. That's why we launched templates in the first hand. So like, because if you try to generate just with prompt, the problem that current state of visual technologies, like out of the box, AI doesn't understand like how one object relates to another. So I might generate like a cup of coffee and the plant would be tiny, a cup of coffee gigantic. So that's why we are like, okay, how we can give more guidance, and we launched templates. And because what you've been describing was not possible for furniture, for example. We work with furniture, and if you want a realistic room, you need to give guidance. Otherwise, it will be not realistic at all. It will be flying. It will be the sofa will take tons of space or very little space. So yeah, so that's why you need to upload it into something. So unfortunately, there is no way to detect it at scale, because even if you just use some even computer vision, like no, it doesn't understand yet. So it's a hard problem, yeah.
Let's do some more questions. Sofiia, is there a user feedback mechanism built into Claid yet for offering feedback?
Yeah, we have it here. Like besides we're doing, if you're not happy, we ask you why. We also have like a lot of user interviews and sessions. So if you guys are working with content and you have some feedback, we are happy to talk to. It might be me or somebody from our product team. Because this is new. Like a year ago, this was not existing. So it's very new. It's very, sometimes not ideal at all, but it's evolving very, very fast. So yeah, we are happy to talk and ask feedback and get feedback and learn from each other and learn ourselves.
Hey, thank you very much for the presentation. Do you consider working with video one day or no?
Yes, video is highly requested feature. From the current tests that we had, generating video is like much harder than visuals. There's ways to generate multiple frames and combine them. Still not perfect. Text to video has been actively developing. We've been running some tests, so I think one of the features that we are exploring as a potential next step is first something like live photos that you can save as MP4 and just use a pre-roll for your ad or something like that. Because like if you generate just with prompt the video, like there's much more context to take into consideration. So I'm giving a video maybe another year or two before it gets something closer to being production ready or somehow ready that you can use out of the box.
Thank you very much.
Sofiia, I've noticed, in addition to you being an AI tool creator,
Yeah.
I've noticed some of your content online, like you're also a bit of a power user. Like I've noticed, like I saw a Midjourney tutorial you posted. It was a carousel, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I'm testing everything.
Yeah, like maybe it was like 4 months ago. I don't know, but it was like very thorough. I'm curious, like what tools are you super excited about right now that you've been experimenting with? And what Gen AI tools are on your mind?
So definitely, everything in visual space I'm testing. So I'm pretty hardcore Midjourney user for art generation, just ideation. Like I like that it's very creative, and we are moving in a little bit different direction than what we do. Definitely, I am very excited about video generation. So I'm testing Runway, Picalabs, combining with voice generation, like 11 Labs, fun tool to play with. Capsule, my friend, it's actually one of my friend's company. They do like video generation, so they help you to cut out videos for stories, for reels. It's like this fun animator, but for personal, more like creators use case. Because the previous speaker was showing more like educational use case. That's personal, but like it's working really, really fun. So yeah, Runway, Capsule, Crea AI, it's good friends of mine. They just launched, if you've seen this trend on Twitter, generating logos from, like you upload your logos and you can generate art in the form of your logos. They launched that, it's fun. It's a fun use case to play with, so yeah.
That's Victor Perez?
Yes.
Yeah. Victor, where are you at? I'm trying to get him to come here as well.
I can help you with that.
Thank you, Sofiia. Have you tried DALL-E 3?
I tried. It took me enormously long time in Bing Chat. So every trial was something like 2 hours. So I kind of, I tested it a little bit, but not a lot, because it was very long.
Okay. Any other questions from the audience for Sofiia on Claid? Okay. By the way, Sofiia is speaking at our conference, so if you want to hear more, she's on the website, so check it out. That's in January. Let's give Sofiia a round of applause.
Thank you, guys.
Go for it. Okay. Last but not least, we have Donovan Rittenbach. He is an AI consultant and instructor. He's going to show us a whole multi-tool workflow. And the title of his talk is Gen AI Automation, Extract Meaningful Insights from Long Format Content in Minutes. It's a pretty powerful workflow. He's shown me part of it already. And I think without further delay, let's hear from Donovan Rittenbach.
All right, welcome. Tonight I'll be talking about Gen AI automation, extracting these meaningful insights. I think meaningful is particularly important because there's so much noise out there right now. We just need the good stuff. And we don't necessarily have a lot of time to watch maybe a video. So I'm going to show you some cool techniques that you can do using ChatGPT and some other tools. I'm a content system architect. I love that. Hey, by the way, for the Midjourney lovers out there, this is a Midjourney image. Love it. It's, yeah, a pink Fendi spacesuit. So let's see. I am an AI instructor and consultant, so I'm teaching people how to use AI
on Tuesdays and Thursdays for free online. Got a meetup. And then I also have a free prompting course, Become a ChatGPT whiz, I'll talk about at the end of the presentation. I love systems, building systems and optimizing them, and I have this dream of creating a content distribution engine. Did the audio cut out? It sounds like it just changed. Am I still okay? Okay. It sounded like it went down. So I am in particular interested in automating something using ChatGPT and Zapier. How many of you guys have used Zapier? Okay, not very many people. And then who uses Notion? It's more, okay. Notion's a great tool. Zapier, I want to love it, but I'll get into that. It's a little bit more complex than one would expect. But tonight we're going to use Zapier to take a YouTube video transcript, turn it into a Twitter post, and then dump that out to Notion for later use or sharing. This is just going to be one piece of a content engine. It is semi-automated creation and distribution. And when you get into this stuff, it's bizarre. It's a force multiplier, to use a little military term there. It will, however, require GPT-4 and the installation of 2 plugins. The solution uses the free Zapier account, so it doesn't cost anything. And for those who don't know, Zapier connects like Gmail, Notion, Calendly, YouTube, LinkedIn, Salesforce, HubSpot. It's theoretically amazing, like for piping things together. I'll first go over the plugin setup, then get into custom instructions. How many people use custom instructions? Not very many. Okay, this is awesome, because custom instructions, if you're using ChatGPT 4, you should know all about them. They are amazing. And then we're going to configure a Zapier action, run the prompt, and review the results in Notion. So just as an FYI here, I gave this presentation about 9 times, and then when I got here, for some reason, there's ChatGPT 4 is not giving me access to my plugins. So I'm going to show you how to configure those just in my slide deck. Do you guys use plugins? Yeah? Got one person over here, 2 people, 3, 4. Okay, you guys got to be using plugins. They're amazing. One of them is Zapier, the other is VoxScript. And what VoxScript does is it will go out to a YouTube video, grab its transcript, and do cool things with that transcript, like turn it into an executive summary with meeting notes and key takeaways. It's super useful. It's probably it's definitely one of my top 3 most used plugins. Plugins, there's 950 plugins, and you'll use maybe 10 of them if you're lucky. But the other one, right, is, as I mentioned, Zapier. Okay, custom instructions. Let's see if I can pull that up. I think that was one of the things I didn't have an issue with. Okay, down here in the lower left-hand corner, if you're using ChatGPT 4, there's custom instructions. Custom instructions are commands, are your basic core prompt set that you will use for all of your basically for all of your prompts. Anything you run will be influenced by this. This is where you set up, let's see if it'll show the little, it usually has a little pop-up window here. That's not happening. But what happens is, let me tell you what I put in here. So the top box, box 1 is what would you like ChatGPT to know about you to provide better responses? And the bottom box is how would you like ChatGPT to respond? So, to that point, in the first box, box 1, I have a variety of commands because I want to set a tone of a voice, and I also want to set a role. Always set a role as the very first thing you do. And I'm saying you are an advanced social media content analyst and growth coach. That's going to invoke the context. It's going to make for some really good social media posts, like pretty impressive. It's then, some of the things, the little commands are you're going to execute a chain of actions. You're going to look at a YouTube video, analyze it step by step, write extremely actionable advice for coaching client based on summary from the previous step, and then create a captivating hook, use as much white space as possible, and save that summary and advice to my Notion page using the Zapier plugin. All right, so that's the top box. In the bottom box, it's how do I want you to, output your stuff. I want no fluff for the self-improvement niche readers will identify with. I also put some character limitations on there because if you want to go to Notion, you can't have more than 2,000 characters, and you'll keep hitting this wall. So I put let's see if it's a limit that it would have no more than 1,000 characters. Okay. Now, back in ChatGPT. Oh yeah, there's one other step. And that is that we have to configure the Zapier action. Now, for those of you who don't know, Zapier, right, think of it as a pipe that can pipe into any web app that's out there. 5,000 of them anyways. And it uses, usually it's a multi-step, like 5 or 6 steps to do one thing. Like take the YouTube transcript, dump it in, analyze it, dump it into Notion. The action, since it's free, it's only one step, and here's what that action is. First of all, create a page. So if I were to clear this, well, let's just type it in. No, I'm super nervous because I've done this before live. The one thing that's a little bit weird about this is it is kind of tricky, surprisingly tricky. So let's see though if we can. We're going to roll the dice. We're going to create a new page. It'll add to your database as well. Going to go into here to set up the account. And then it asks, what do you want the parent page to be? And I'm going to say, have the AI guess a value for that field. And this is the moment of frustration that, it took me so long. Look, it's kind of hidden, but look at show all options. So that scrolls down. I'm going to have a bunch of extra fields here, like the title and the content. I'm just having the AI guess it. And I'm going to enable that action. So here it is. It's now active. I could send this to LinkedIn as a social media post. I could do it to Google Docs. I could do it wherever I want. But, all right, everything's set up now. We got the plugin running, the custom instructions, and everything's configured. So I'm going to say, can you analyze this video and work your magic? Now, this is natural language processing, so it understands, work your magic. I'm a magician. I love magic, so I'm always trying to use the word magic. Okay, here we go. What that does is that invokes the plugin. If everything works as, as we might hope. It should invoke the Vox script plugin, which will then go out and there it is. Taking a little bit longer than it did at the house. If you want to know what it's doing, that's interesting. I don't know if the network's slow here, but this might be a potential issue. For those of you who don't know how AI generates its text, it's guessing. Oh, wow, that suddenly burst in really fast. Cool. Oh, all right. So check this out, by the way. Just with, when I popped open those windows, this is a bunch of metadata that it's bringing in from the YouTube channel, like the video description and the SEO tags. Totally off topic, but for the geeks in the room, I think there's some things waiting to happen there. All right. In the meantime, it started to generate the summary. By the way, I don't know if you guys have heard of a guy named Matt Wolf with an E on YouTube. He's so awesome. That guy he's a fiend. Anyways, so Matt Wolf delves into the transformative power of AI in mental health care. He argues that AI offers a private, personalized, and 24/7 support system for mental health. It is pretty crazy. They are virtual therapists. Anyways, here's all of this gets cranked out because of the prompt that I stuck in the custom instructions. All the formatting for the bullets, the one-liner sentences, because I'm a copywriter and I like short and concise. It is, however, generating a little slow because it has to, I think we have a network issue here. So we're going to see, fortunately, I always have a plan B, and we might have to resolve that. Okay, but let's find out. Okay, there's the action step for the coaching client. Spend the next 30 minutes exploring AI mental health tools. Pick one and engage in a 10-minute session. Document your feelings before and after. This is not future tech, it's your mental health revolution, and it starts now. That is punchy copy, love it. Okay, character count, 999. And let's save this gold mine to your Notion, shall we? Okay, there it is, interesting. It's popped up. The issue, which is why I have a backup plan. I ran into this, by the way, I got plenty of time, I think. I ran into this issue previously, and we want to make sure that you know what? I'm going to, okay, it's asked me. It says basically, okay, we've ran into a problem here. What do you want to do? Would you like to try again or proceed? So I checked the action. I'm going to say try again. Let's see what happens. Or would you like to proceed with something else? It's once again invoking the Zapier. All right. I love the idea of automated content creation here, but I don't know that this is the solution. And if anybody out there has suggestions, I heard somebody earlier this evening, I think they mentioned like Airflow or something as an alternative to Zapier that might be a little bit more powerful. However, let me show you what it should look like. Basically, if the computer gods had been willing, we would have, see, I even got it. There's the Notion create page function. I've built and broken that action several times just to try to figure out how to get it to be consistent. and it's been tough. But anyways, normally what would happen is you would come to this screen that would say run, and it would have cranked it out for you, and it would show up in Notion. So, like it should, and there is no page there, and it would create a page for you. So when it works, it's cool, but honestly, let's go to the next slide because I get into this. Caveats. There's a 2,000 character limit when sending to Notion, so you got to make sure you don't send more than that. The actions always do require a confirmation step, kind of a problem. If you could set up a Zapier workflow, it would be awesome, but you also got to watch out for the hidden fields on the action page. And in conclusion, just going to say, if anybody wants to know more about prompting, I got a pretty cool free course that's coming up here that's available now, and it gets pretty extensively into prompting. Let's actually, okay, we got a couple minutes, right? Should we try one more time, or, okay. We'll try one more time. I'm going to start a whole new chat. That's the problem. This afternoon, for whatever reason, suddenly the plugin store, I can access it here, but all of my plugins are not showing. Computers are your friend. Most people don't know this, but computers have a built-in fear detection device, and when you need them most, they will fail you. We all know, right? See, it's even got plugins like selected right there. Okay, let's just toggle it. Because the plugin should be showing up. Interesting, it won't toggle. Okay. What was that?
Try Command-Shift-R.
Comma-Shift-R? Okay, let's see what happens.
Try plugins.
What is it?
Yeah, try.
Yeah, plugins, nothing. Yeah, weird, right? Never seen that happen ever before. Of course it would happen today because it knew. And there you have it. Any questions?
Can you trigger completed?
Oh,
That's why plugins are in beta now.
the completed Zapier? Okay, I will show the...
You can just point out the contrast of like...
Okay, let's give it a shot. All right, I'll see if because I deleted that. I wanted to just quick show you what a Zap looks like. Spent a bunch of time trying to configure this. It seems really totally awesome, but it doesn't quite work out. And what this would do is normally you have a workflow where this workflow is triggered when a new video is uploaded to YouTube. Then it would go through and analyze it and crank it out into Notion. Cool interface, very, very interesting, but it is not as intuitive as you might think. What does this look like inside of Notion? Let's see if I got, here we go. Let's restore this and see if it pops one of these suckers out. It may not. Yeah.
Okay, well,
so
let's,
not too bad. Like it dumps it in. It gets there.
Okay, let's move on to Q&A. Any questions for Donovan on this workflow? Perfect. And let's just pass the mic back as we continue through Q&A. Thanks.
Yeah, I was just curious. Well, actually, first of all, when you were trying to select the plugins, it looked like you could scroll down a little bit further to the bottom. So just you might be able to go back and get that working. But my main question was what the use case, like why we would want this in Notion and what we would do with it from there.
Okay, the sole reason that Notion was chosen is because a lot of people use it. It's a pretty popular tool for programmers to use. I kind of have a tech background. I will say it was really pretty straightforward to get this to go into Google Docs. Like Google Docs was super easy. Lex, let me ask that actually. Can you put this in Google Docs? Because I think I still have that configured. Let's see if it'll do it in the background. But you could stick it, you could output it to anything, like your website as a blog, right, through WordPress. There's connection functionality. You could do it to LinkedIn. For some reason, you can't do it to Twitter. I think you can do it to Facebook. So there's other places that you could make it go. And ultimately, you know, at the very least, you could just copy and paste this, which, right, so popping up here to, where'd the copy and paste go? It's hiding. But just stick it in whatever you want, right? Like Slack, like this will connect into Slack. There's possibilities. It's just not trivial. Does that answer your question?
Let's take the mic all the way to the back if we can.
I think one of the most interesting things about this is that you're taking a transcript that was from a video that was created by some of the sharpest minds on YouTube, and you're turning it into a piece of awesome content. The time that would take for you to research and do is crazy. And for you to get like the good stuff right away, it's really good. I'm excited. I use it like all the time.
I'm curious about, I've tried to do some automated content stuff with ChatGPT, and it has this default
tone of voice,
cheesy marketer,
yeah,
direct marketer voice, and I've tried all sorts of stuff with prompting and custom instructions, and I haven't really tried fine-tuning, but I don't know if you have a sense of how to really get it to be a good ghostwriter and write in a strong tone of voice.
Okay, so that's absolutely critical to getting quality stuff, quality content out of this. I'm not sure if you defined a role, but this is, you know, your role as an advanced social media content analyst and growth coach. And the output type in particular, write in a conversational, relatable style with no fluff that self-improvement niche readers will identify with. Focus on the hook, be brave, spark emotions, state your opinions and advice boldly. Usually, you know, it doesn't hurt to put in, well, the override here, right, is use natural language and phrasing that a real person would use in everyday conversation. So ChatGPT isn't going to use disclaimers. It's not going to use its cheesy tone of voice, and everything that it puts out. I mean, I write copy, and it looks, with the proper configuration, it can create amazing, like, content.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give Donovan a round of applause for the presentation. Thanks very much, Donovan.
Do you want to?
Yeah, it's fine. Got it. Thanks. Okay, a few more announcements. If you enjoyed the content tonight and you want to support, join us on LinkedIn or Twitter. Mention you were here. Like or follow our page. We're pushing out quite a few content posts daily, so check that out if you're interested in the content. And of course, you can find more meetups, including the next AI for Marketers in 4 weeks is posted with all the speakers. See if you're interested and just join us again. We'd love to see you again. What else? Yeah, next events in a month, November 8th, AI for Marketers. Next week, AI for Designers. And October 25th, AI for Developers. Check out the lineup if you're interested. Love to see you again. Already said that. But without saying any more on that, we have open mic. So this is by If you guys want, queue up over here. We'll kind of do first come, first serve. We'll what we'll do is just limit it to a 60-second pitch. It doesn't need to be a pitch. It can be about anything. Job openings, introduce yourself. It's a good way to kick off marketing. It's been requested, and it's been a success with all 3 audiences. And if you want, capture it on LinkedIn right here. And if you want to follow up, post something in the LinkedIn chat so people can reach out to you if that's what you're interested in. So without further delay, I want to also hear from our sponsor tonight. We'll get the first slot, Sagar. And after Sagar, though, queue up, and we'll move along. And here he is. Meet Sagar, everybody.
Hello. Thanks. Thank you, Jackson and team, for this opportunity. Hi, I'm Sagar Jobalia. I'm here with my friend and colleague, Jeremy, sitting in the back over there. We are building Super CMO. We are part of the team that built Crux and Habu, which were in the MarTech and the AdTech space. So we are very aligned and in tune with the changes and the challenges that marketers face today. As we are seeing, a lot of things are changing. Cookies are going away. Tracking is going away. Personalization is harder. Walled gardens have come up. It's hard to connect Facebook to Google and who saw your ad where. Modalities have changed from images, post, feed to search, and so have the number of channels. They have increased. But with all these challenges, we have also seen a wave of modern technologies come through, just in the generative AI space. How do we leverage this to make our lives easier, to make it easier for us to spread our brand awareness and promote it? Super CMO is solving this problem today. Our vision is to build a system that does end-to-end content generation, which is personalized to the user group as well as your brand, and the delivery of that content across channels, Google, Facebook, TikTok, what have you, across modalities, image, text, search, display, to your users where it is meaningful for them in the right context. This is the end-to-end system that we want to build. And today, we launch the first part of that system. We are coming out of stealth in this event. So for all of you guys who want to try Super CMO, there's the QR code. You can log into the product. You can have content that is generated by AI, text and image, and an editor that allows you to be the person in the middle who not only can make sure that the AI generates content that promotes their brand in a way that makes sense to you and your user group, but also use it to take it to the next step and launch a creative in 5 minutes after sign up. So anyone who is interested, please sign up. Additionally, who's interested, marketers who are leading forward and are intrigued by this use case, come find us. We are looking for design partners to help us build this system, to co-innovate with us, use our systems, give us feedback, so that we can make your lives easier as we promote your brand. Thank you.
Thank you, Sagar. Anyone else with an open mic announcement? Let's keep the flow going and keep the momentum going. And if you queue up right here, as soon as you're done, the next person can come on down, and let's do this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Hi from Bangalore. I'm Rajiv. I'm visiting San Francisco because attending some events and doing some demos. So what I'm here today, I taught GPT-4 how to build apps end to end. You can build simple React apps just with prompts. You can just say, build me a to-do app, and it will write the tests, and it will write the code, and it will go through. It's an autonomous coding agent. So I'm here asking you guys to just have a look, check it out. Actually, it's on GitHub. I'll maybe post I'll be hanging around, so please give me a star. That's all actually I wanted.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hello there. My name is Ben Koenig. I got two quick announcements. One, the perfect Christmas present for your nieces or nephews or sons or daughters is ChatGPT for Dummies. So I think something getting people they don't know what it is and they're kind of fuzzy about it. But my main announcement is, my name's Ben Konak with M2 Teach in bringing AI and robotics into the classroom with AI. But what I want to talk about is in about 2 months, I hope it doesn't clash with your event in January, there's an event called CES. It's a Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. It's the largest trade show. A lot of people can't make that, and so I'm looking for some initial information where a lot of people are Zooming some of the information or some of the products, or you're looking for certain information for CES, that we may be able to provide that, and even in San Jose or some of the local movie theaters. So CES is 2024 from the 9th to the 12th around. There were over 150,000 people attended. It's one of the best conferences I've ever been to, about 10 years in attending it. But I'm going to put my link tree. If anyone has information or wants to attend it, you have to go early because the rooms get very expensive the closer it gets. It's $200 to $300 a night if you wait till the last minute. CES, Consumer Electronics Show 2024.
Okay, thanks very much. Come on down. And let's limit, if we can, 60 seconds. Just introduce yourself. Love it, thanks.
Hi, my name is Chris. How many of you here do market research? Not a lot. You do interviews? Like interviewing people, audiences, stuff like that? Yeah, okay. My name is Chris, and I'm a founder of a startup. We automate interviews completely. We have verbal AI agents that can talk on your behalf. You don't have to hire. Scale. What we're doing right now is we're trying to build a great product that's going to bring a lot of value. So it would be great to speak to some of you that do interviews on a daily basis or maybe once a week or so. So if you're one of those people and you feel like you have an input and you could, talk to me for like half an hour, maybe 15 minutes, so we could get your wants and problems, that would be great. I don't know how you can reach out to me, but I guess I'll be around here for about 10 minutes.
You can also you can post in the LinkedIn chat if you want people to be able to follow up on your announcement. Thanks very much.
Hi everybody, I'm Alex. I'm representing sayapps.com, and we are developing customized plugins for ChatGPT. So if you're interested, you have any ideas of any plugins, or you are like, we need to some custom solution, or just to exploring the existing plugins on this plugin store that's right now in beta, and just contact me, and I'll be around here.
Awesome. Thanks, Alex. I'd like to chat as well. All right, next up, Emery.
What's up, guys? I'm Emery. Have a small company called Swayware. We're a consumer data company. We can tell you every single individual hitting your website is in extreme detail and help you personalize experiences for them, all seamlessly, all completely non-technical. Get set up for free in about 2 minutes by copy and pasting one line of code on your website. If you work with consumers anyway, e-commerce, any other thing consumer-facing, we can help you out. So check us out.
Thanks, Emery. Appreciate it. And don't hesitate to post in the LinkedIn chat so people can follow up with you. Please go ahead.
Hi there. My name is Eva, like from Wall-E. Eva. And I'm building a social impact company that translates emotion into action. So after you watched a really good content and you feel moved in some sort of way, how do you actually take action from it? So we use AI to create personalized recommendations for nonprofits in your area and how to dive deeper into the subject. So if this is something you're interested in, please talk to me.
Thank you very much for the announcement. I think we have time for a couple more announcements if you guys want to step up. Let's keep the momentum going, and then pizza is almost here. So, it's one of these. All right, let's get in cameras, guys.
Hi, sorry for the pizza, but we take a little bit of time for you. So we are some French engineer. We had nothing to propose, but we're gonna take our chance. So we want to work in the project management, and we are seeing that everything is going so fast here about AI, about growth hacking, about all of the things more than Paris. So we want to be on board for the train, so we're going to take in our chains. So if you want to hire some Parisian engineer, do you want to add something?
Basically, we're all here to create our own startup. You start already, I started already. Mine is like mixed with AI and augmented reality to make museum more interactive and more interesting for young people. And we're here just to accelerate our startup. And we're leaving at the end of November, and we're just here to learn more about the startup culture. And like our hope is to find an internship from January. So if you have something, please just talk to us.
No time? Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Thank you for coming up. And I think just two more, super quick. Let's do it. Thank you, guys.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jennifer Cano. I am with a company called 24/7. We are a talent recruitment firm. We help marketers, we help creative, we help technology talent find job opportunities. So if you're looking, be sure to hit me up. We can also help your company hire that type of talent. We're nationwide. So thanks for the great presentations. Enjoy.
Thank you very much. And last announcement from Elena.
Hi, everybody. My name is Elena Hawk. I'm from Finance Period. I own a company that coaches and consults individuals with personal finance and startup finance. So if anybody needs any clarification in terms of how to set up your financial goals and achieve them, hit me up.
Thanks, Elena. And anyone who made an open mic announcement tonight, feel free to check out and post in the LinkedIn chat so people can follow up with you. And that's it. Thank you so much for attending. And I think we should do the pizza. And just a reminder, we have a challenge. If you're interested, check it out, and we'll give you a free ticket to the conference. Thanks very much, everyone.
I did that test so many times.